Hi, this is Barry. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to finally start doing our sew along, and if you haven't, I'm going to leave the link below, but we're going to do this cute little pattern called You Gnome I Love You. And in the last video I cut all the pieces out, and I'll leave a link below so you can go back and watch that if you want to. But last video we cut all of our pieces out, and today we are going to start piecing it together. I'm just going to go down through here. We're going to see how this pattern works out. We're going to do it line by line. So the first thing is, number one is prepare your pieces by marking the wrong side of all the square pieces along the diagonal. So let's get all of our square pieces out here. And we are going to get the wrong side, which is the back side. And if you have to fussy cut it, keep an eye out on how you do this. But I'm going to use a pen, and we're going to go diagonally from corner to corner. And I'm using a pen here so you can see it better than but you could use a pencil or a marking, a fabric pen. So there's one. I hope you're doing good. Like I said, I'm hoping that you follow along with me on this. And when we're done, I would like you to send me a photo. I'll put a link for my email address down below, but also I'll tell it to you, it's barryquilts@gmail.com. So I'd love to see what you guys make. And if this one works out, we're gonna start doing a lot more of these. I've got all kinds of ideas, all kinds of crazy ideas. All right, here, almost done. And what we're going to do is we're going to sew right along on this line. That's why we're marking this, because that is going to give us a guide to sew on for these. These are called stitch and flip, and I don't know if you've ever done that before. It's sort of neat. It's a great way to make flying geese. So if you've never done this before, well, look at this one. This one does not, because it's so thin or so small. We're just going to do the best we can on that one. I think I can follow corner to corner pretty fast on that one. There, two more. Now, like I said, all the directions for all the cuts are in the last video, and I'm going to leave a link down below where you can download this pattern for free. I don't expect anybody to have to pay for any of these things that I'm doing, and I'd like you to join with me, so I'm trying to make it convenient, cheap, and free. So there, we got all of our pieces cut. Now let's see what we need. Or I didn't get them cut. We got them marked. Okay, now place the F square on one side of a piece A. So this is our piece A. Our piece A is going to be 8.5 by 4.5. And like I said, you can use any color you want. And then we're supposed to make sew the marked line. So let's get let's lay these out of my way of my sewing. Forgive me for being so disorganized. It's par for the course for me. All right, now what we want to do is we want to take our piece A, and we want to take a piece F, which is the 4.5, and we want to put one right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to square this up right on the edge, And we're going to sew a line from right here at the top, or you can go either way you want to. We're going to sew at the top, right on the line all the way to the bottom. So give me a second and I will be right back. Okay, you know, I see I messed up just a tad there, but I think it'll be okay. What did I do? Oh, it's over here. Do. Now what we want to do, if you got a ruler, put your, there should be a line for a 1/4 inch on your ruler. So I've got that 1/4 inch right on my sew line. And I'm going to take my rotary cutter and we're going to cut a 1/4 inch on the one side of it. And what that's going to do is now allow us to flip this like so. Now I'm going to press this, and then what we'll do is, well, we can go ahead and do this. We'll just press it both. Now what we want to do here is set this on this side, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way down this side. So give me a second. All right, and then the same thing here. We're going to take this, and let me get my iron started here. We're going to put this right on the 1/4 inch right on our line, giving us a 1/4 inch more on this side, and we're going to trim that up. There you go. Now I'm going to iron these both open, and that's going to be the top of our hat. We can also set the seam a little bit here. All right, right there we already have the top of our hat complete. Now let's go on to number 3. That was number 2. So we took our pieces, we cut them in a diagonal line, marked them on a diagonal line on the back side, on the wrong side. We stitched this together, and so we're going to just probably set this aside here for a minute. Now we're going to take on both sides of B, which are the 2 1/2s, and I'm going to use these as my 2 1/2s. We're going to place the G's. The G's are 2 by 2s. So we got to make sure we do this on the right way. So we're going to set this one here. And we're going to set this one right here. We're going to line these up down at the bottom. And we're going to sew a line right on the line this way and on this one this way. So let's do that. And we'll be right back here. Okay, now that we got those sewn, like I said, I'm in a little hurry. Try not to be in a hurry, but I don't want to make this video too long. So now what we're going to do is line our 1/4 inch on the right on the line there. Hope you can see that. And we're going to cut this one. And we'll cut this one. And we will flip and press these open. I'm making my little gnome or elf a Christmas theme. You can do whatever you want. I saw someone in the comments said that they were going to make one for every month. That would probably be, you could make a nice little throw out of this if you did that. Different themes for different months. All right. There we go. Now let's see what we go. 4. Now 4 on this one got a little cut off here. It says, gather the remaining pieces and arrange them on the squares on the E. And the E is a 3.5 or 3x5s. There's my 3x5s right here. So it says, gather the remaining pieces. So that would be these two. I'm gonna look there and there. Let's do these first. So we're gonna sew the. I'm gonna do these little one. What are these? These are the inch and a quarter, I believe. D. So I'm going to sew the 2 D's to the 2 E's. And let's get that done. Okay, now we want to do the these are the 3x3s. We want to do the 3x3s right here. I believe so. And make sure it's going the right way. And that one right there. So let's sew those. All right, there's that. Now let's do the little nose. That can be a little tricky. We'll put the little nose right there and right there. So let's sew. We're like I said, we're just going to sew right down the line here, and keep a look at your template here if you have questions of which way they go. But just sew right down here. The good thing is let's not cut these until we get everything sewn together. That way, you know, Mr. Seam Ripper is always nearby if we need him. There's that one. Yeah, I thought if this one was a very good success, we would do this a lot. All right, I think I got everything sewn together. Let's trim these up, shall we? So like I said, I'm gonna put my 1/4 inch right on the line. We're cutting on the back side. Make sure you don't cut on the wrong side of your fabric here. Your gnome will not turn out good. Don't ask me how I know that one. And past experience. All right, that's the way hopefully it should look when you're done cutting. Yeah, like I said, I would like for you guys to send me photos of what you've done, and I'm going to try to put it on the Facebook page. Okay, now we're just going to press all these open, so we're going to set our seams. and then press it open. The small ones don't want to press open too good. Do you know why we set our seams? I mean, I've been told to do it by many videos I've watched, but I think some said that somehow it sets your thread. I don't know if that's really true or not, but it seems to work okay. So I do it, but I don't know why I do it. All right, there we go. Now let's see what we got here. There's that. There's that. There we go. And here. Now let's see what it says. Now, gather the hat unit, side units, and heart unit, and sew the side units to the heart unit and press towards the side units. So sew these together and press towards the sides. Then sew the hat to the top and press towards the hat. Block should be measure 8.5 by 9. Well, good luck with that one. But let's try it. We're going to sew these two together. Now this one I might use some clips, just because. There we go. One ringy dingy. Now, if you know what that came from, let me know. Then I'm going to tell you how old you are. Okay. Let's press these to the sides. There's that one. Okay, here's what we got so far. Now, I don't think it said what to do in the middle, so I guess it doesn't matter. So we will just put these together like such. And we'll try to get these lined up pretty good because you're going to be trying to butt the nose up here. So we're trying to get them lined up fairly good. I might put a clip right what I think is the matching line right there. Let's see how we do. Ooh. All right, here's the big moment of truth. Did we hit? I'm pretty happy with that. So let's set that seam and put it over. And you know, at this spot right here, this is where I would like to take and just even these up a little bit here, just for the sake of evening up. That's just the way I like to do it. Tell me, I might be right or wrong. I don't know. But that now we have a flat spot there. Now, close our blade. Now we're going to take this and we're going to just lay it right on top here. Put me a little clip right there. I'm excited. This is going a lot faster than I thought. Now, if I wasn't filming this, I'd have probably taken a little bit more time. Like I said, I appreciate you watching, so I know your time is valuable. And the instructions said to press towards the hat. I'm liking it. And there you go. My first little gnome. Now I want to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim up my sides. But I'm trying to be careful that I don't watch this point right here. We don't want to go any closer to this point. That way, if we sewed anything else on there. So when we do trim this up, make sure we put our 1/4 inch line right on that corner. And I'm just going to clean up a little bit right here. It's the best we can do right now. And the same thing for down here. I just thought it looked like that's something I should be doing. So let's see how she looked. All right, I'm very happy with it. I hope if you've been doing this with yours, you're happy with yours. Now what we're going to do the next time is we're going to sandwich it together. And if you've got a free motion foot for your domestic, we're going to try to sandwich it together. And then hopefully if we got time or another video, we'll put a binding on it. So I hope you liked it. This is my first little sew along with you. And like I said, when you get this finished, like right now, go ahead and when you're finished, take a photo of it and email it to me at berryquilts.com. And I will post this with a link to Facebook on it. And everyone can see what everyone else does. So remember, after health, but before wealth, there's memories. So go out and make some memories, and I will see you later. Bye.